I tell you what, Bills fans, there is a lot of blame to go around right now. As you know, right now, it is a big mess there at One Bills Drive. Because, Bean and McDermott really wanted to do some things, especially to develop Josh Allen, who was the prize pick for this year. But you know what they've done? They have fumbled the ball, literally. Three-way competition, huh? Looks like it was a three-way competition of futility. As we all see, Peterman cannot play in the NFL. Allen, he just isn't ready. And he needs a little development. And Derek Anderson, they signed McCarron. They fumbled it when he couldn't get out of preseason and he was traded to the Raiders. And now, we got Derek Anderson, a veteran quarterback. And let's just say, he only has about a week and a half to digest the playbook. And he's thrust right onto the field. Well, that's not nearly enough. It'll be an ongoing process for him to pick everything up. Hopefully it'll be smoother. But you saw how smooth it was Sunday against the Colts. Downright pothole-ish. And hole-ish. Yeah, all we got was a Hauschka field goal. Plus, Andrew Luck fumbling a snap and pushing it out of the end zone for his own safety, if you know what I mean. As that's all that was scored, 5 points. And what did Indianapolis score? 37. Right now, it is just a complete mess there at One Bills Drive. The defense was exposed, including on one touchdown where they couldn't cover somebody in their bed. And also, the way the offense is. You don't have the weapons for Allen or Peterman or Anderson or whoever is at quarterback. How are you going to move the ball? We're a mess right now, and guess who's just around the corner? Tom Brady and our old friends, the New England Patriots, who decided on his little camera he's going to call out the Bills Mafia. Them spiting words, Brady. Well, I'll tell you what, right now, I bet the Patriots, who feasted on us for 2 decades, are right now licking their chops. 'Cause it is a mess, and somebody needs to be held accountable. I'm not calling for McDermott or Bean to be fired, but they are the ones that have really gotten us in this mess. And to save yourselves, you better get us out. But I'm going to go from talking about that to talking about the Orange. Wow, what a win, even if it was a little too close for comfort. North Carolina was an opponent we should have beaten a little bit more handily. But their quarterback, and it was an uneasy situation so far for the Tar Heels this year, decided to have a career day. Plus the running backs apparently had another career day too. But thank God that Tommy DeVito came in and he threw to Ravion Pierce in the second overtime for the win. But I just wonder that hopefully this doesn't cause a full-on controversy, a la like what happened with Alabama in the national championship game last year. You saw how Hurts couldn't really move the ball. Then Tagovailoa comes in and leads them to the national title. Now Tagovailoa is showing his southpaw tendencies passing for the Crimson Tide. But you gotta wonder. Yeah, Dungy is pretty good running the ball. But now you gotta wonder, with DeVito, the way that he let him down to win the game against North Carolina, if there's gonna be now a quarterback controversy heading into the later part of the season. Well, Cuse, we're 1 win away from bowl eligibility. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Hopefully this thing isn't a thing that's gonna start to tear the team apart. Yeah, DeVito is a better passer, but Dungy still can move the ball and move it with his legs. So let's not give up on him yet. But we gotta think about DeVito if we ever get in a little bit of a funk like we did against North Carolina. 5 games to go, and we got the Wolfpack coming this Saturday. Big game, 'cause this could be first time in 5 years we go bowling. Keep on going, Orange. And also, speaking of Orange, it's that time of year again. Time to hit the hard court. It's time for the basketball to start showing its stuff. We got our 2 exhibition games. The College of St. Rose coming up this week. Next week on Halloween, it's Lemoyne. And then November 6th, the first game against Eastern Washington that'll count. But right now, there's expectations that are high on University Hill. We're ranked 16th in preseason polls. But right now, our guards right now are hurting. Carey going down with a slight sprain, and we don't know whether he'll be ready to play against the College of St. Rose. Hopefully he'll be ready against Eastern Washington when it really counts. And also, Washington's still recovering from his knee problems. Well, it's looking like a pretty good year, hopefully, because, Tyus Battle is back. And also, we're pretty good with our recruiting situation. As John Bolajak committed, so does Joseph Girard. The all-time leading scorer in New York State high school history is going to be Orange. Plus, we're still waiting on Isaiah Stewart, and he could be a really big get for the Orange. So, expectations are running high for the basketball team, and yes, it's that time of year. And I'm going to go from talking about the Orange to talking about our high schools. Sectional time. Well, what nice run while it lasted, Blue Devils. We go down to Letsaw. Boy, that's a nice combination of words. Letsaw. Of course, it's Letchworth and Warsaw combining their football teams, and they wind up beating the Blue Devils 35-7. Well, it was fun while it lasted. But you know what? I'm interested to see how our girls' soccer team does, especially with the Dole Whip on the boot. A big 4-0 victory against Wellsville, and Livonia coming up in the next action. Keep it going, Lady Blue Devils. And also, people wondered, because I call the Waterloo volleyball team the Bad Mama Jammas. Well, it was a year of change. They didn't exactly have the season that they wanted, but they play Minders in a sectional game coming up. Of course, you know who I want, but I'm kind of conflicted, as I do work for Waterloo, if you know what I mean. Last but not least, I am going to talk about a great event that happened this past Sunday. The Walk Out of the Darkness for Suicide Prevention. Even though I wasn't there, I saw a lot of the photographs. It looked like a great turnout. 400 people walked to raise suicide awareness here in Seneca County. A great event organized by Tiffany Polk and others. And also seeing Heidi Conley and others who've been affected by this terrible thing. They walked for about 2 hours and raised close to about $20,000. And it looked pretty good. I congratulate everybody, especially the Folk family. But one thing, Tiffany and daughter Trinity, about those New England Patriot hats. Well, that's all I have to say about this week. Let's go Orange, beat the Wolfpack, and let's go basketball team. Let's see what you're made of.